guys? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I welcome you to come into these tarot readings with an open heart, an open mind, and a desire to better yourself. This is optional advice or guidance meant to motivate you, empower you, inspire you, and offer you confirmations on things that you are already thinking and feeling and sensing. If you don't resonate with the material that comes through, please push those messages aside. They may resonate for you at a later date, and they may not. Have faith it's going out to someone who needs to hear it, even if it is not you. Use your logic, your discretion, your discernment. Separate what is meant for you and what is not. I come at this with love and positivity, so please take that away here today. You are responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun. To get you some insightful messages, check out that box below for the decks I use, how to contact me for a personal, as well as my social media links. Welcome to the tea party. Let's read your tarot cards. What's up, beautiful Libra gang? Welcome to your December monthly tarot. Let's start you off strong with a music oracle card. Let's do it. Libra's energy. These are fun. It's Sagittarius season. We're keeping it light to start off. We'll get into the heavy stuff later. Yes, I was hoping somebody would get Cher. Low-key love Cher. She's a fellow air sign. I believe she's a Gemini. Nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. Bad taste trumps no taste at all. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever. Are you seeing this sequence? I'm wearing my crazy holiday tops because it's like we're celebrating Christmas or whatever you're celebrating in quarantine, right? We're not seeing people, and it's the closest to a Vegas dancer I'll ever get. I never wear this top. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why I own it. So I'm like, I'm going to wear it for a tarot reading because it's sparkly. It's shiny. It's keeping it light. The neckline is crooked too. I hate that. Anyway, let's make this about you, not me. Cher. So I don't know if this is going to have to do with your tarot reading. It doesn't really matter to me. It just kind of seems like it wants to be seen, as does this one. Ludwig van Beethoven. How about those two? What a combo, Libra. Let's see. A wrong note is insignificant. Playing without passion is inexcusable. There's actually a very common theme to these. Are you hearing this? Then listen, destiny is knocking at your door. Conduct a symphony in silence. A wrong note is insignificant. Playing without passion is inexcusable. Nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. Bad taste trumps no taste any day. Yeah. Do what you're doing with passion in your heart and unapologetically. That's the word I'm looking for. Do it unapologetically. It might not stick the landing with everyone, but if it does for you, that's what you're being asked to focus on in the month of December. All right, let's read some tarot cards for you. I'm going to start with love. First half will be love, relationships. You can always view it as platonic relationships, family dynamics. I'm going to read for romantic love, but know in advance some things may resonate in different areas of your life. Second half will be career and finances. All right, so who are we putting down? What do we need to put down in love and romance? 10 of Wands says it's a burden. It's past due. Let's get rid of it. It's time to cycle it out and on to the next thing. Some of you may be moving houses, especially with your partner. Yeah, so some of you may be moving out of a house from your Pisces. And even if that's a family member, I see you moving away from a Pisces. The Pisces is in reverse. Now, of course, you could be dealing with multiple Pisces. As I always say, you need to trust your intuition. If you love your Pisces with all your being and they're the one, then maybe that's not your message, right? For a lot of my Libras, there's an ending of a difficult, burdensome cycle with a Pisces. Yeah, and then there's a period of waiting. So after you remove the, you don't have to be toxic ex, but whoever this is that it's causing some delay and confusion. I think once you finally release it, even if you've distanced yourself, it's like energetically getting it out of your heart, getting it out of your head. Then your ships are coming in. So what are these ships? Let's give Libra some a sneak peek. What's potentially coming in if they get rid of the one that is. It's not doing them any good. It's weighted. It's heavy. It's exhausted. It's tired. Ooh, then your 10 of Pentacles is coming in. So worth waiting for? Absolutely. This is a very good card. If you are looking for something with longevity in terms of, maybe someday I'll get married or maybe someday we'll move in together. This has that potential. Earth energy says it's slow to get started, but, as we use the metaphor, the acorn to the oak tree, if you give it love and light and attention, the seed, if you give it sunlight and water, it will grow into something very big. So I think you're waiting for the real deal, Libra. And a 10 of Pentacles showing up in your tarot card 4 cards out, that's pretty significant. That's pretty big. So that's cool. Some of you may actually choose to move back in with family if you're getting out of a relationship with a lover or a partner of any kind. You may be moving back home. Certainly spending time with family, probably around the holidays, right? I've been getting that message a lot in December. You may connect with someone who's a family friend or someone already in your circle, your network of people that the family may know, especially small town vibes. I'm getting that a lot this time too. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles, there's movement. Ooh, you got 2 knights. All right, so you have Earth and water showing up. Absolutely, Libra, with the 9 of Cups. Guys, this is strong. I know the first message was a little bit like cringy, like, oh gosh, we're talking about the ex already. Yep, we are. We're getting that out of the way so that we can make room for real offers. Movement. All right, so then wish fulfillment with a Cancer is showing up. But, okay, so there's also the thing that's going to impede upon this beautiful thing coming back, or coming into your life, is not settling your mind, not making peace with the past and removing it from your life. Again, mentally, emotionally, energetically. You still have a lot of, yes, I want to welcome new love, but I'm still thinking about all the heartbreak and pain I've suffered, that I've been through, right? So let's put this in some context here. You may have 2 people coming in. Again, Knights bring change and movement into our life. And so maybe this is you. It's just saying double down on your promise to yourself. Make good on your promise, or hold yourself accountable to move forward in your love life, to put yourself out there, put your cup out there, but practically. Make sure you're looking for people who are actually offering you something real. I'm sort of being called to say, Libra, maybe go for earth or water signs this time. If you've tried fire signs on time and time again, you keep getting burned. There's really no fire here other than let's be done with this one. I'm not saying, of course, you can't entertain a fire sign, but if you're looking to get out of old patterns that I am sort of getting, they keep burning you, you're disappointed one by one, well, mix up the ingredients, right? I'm not saying you have to chalk it up to a zodiac sign. I'm just saying try something new. If you're really going to make steps forward and do something with more gusto behind it, right? You know, looking for the fairy tale ending, the wish fulfillment, right? Make sure you're allowing those things into your life, which I know seems like an obvious, but I'm just being called to tell you that. So there's a King of Cups who wants to make an offer to you. So yeah, there could potentially be a Cancer, male or female. Oh, look at this though. This is incredible. So here's the thing, Libra. Do you strongly resonate with earth or water in your personal chart? Like, what is your moon? What is your rising? Are you predominantly earth or water? You will know the answer to that. I don't. So you're going to have to look that up if you're not familiar with your chart. If you resonate strongly as one or the other, I think this is great because you have huge success with earth and water right now. So certainly, again, it could be 2 suitors. You may have 2 options to decide on. I mean, you are the scales. You do frequently have A or B, this person or that person, but the duality there also talks about internal balance, right? So balancing, again, your practicality with a sense of romance though, too. It's not like you have to be overly traditional or overly, not pessimistic, but I don't know. I'm just sort of getting a tougher energy of like a tough exterior. Like I'm going to, sort of the way Cancer, it's like I'm going to front with my crab shell, like I'm tough business, but really I got a soft underbelly. And I do sort of see that as your approach. So it's kind of saying moderation. You don't have to go out there as like warrior mode. Like no one's going to break my shell. No one's going to break face or whatever. Anyway, earth and water. If you strongly resonate with like an earthy moon or a watery moon or whatever, there could be partnership with the opposite. Earth and water looks amazing here. Sometimes this is a card of weddings, of celebrations. It's a card of small milestones, right? It's 4. I almost think like, 4s are very much indicative of Cancerian energy, by the way. The 4th sign of the zodiac, they're the one who kind of feels like home. Any 4 in tarot, we consider the comfort zone. It feels good. It's safe for a period of time. Then like anything else, it grows stagnant. So we always have to keep moving and changing. I feel like this is saying this is a relationship where the person feels like home. There's compatibility. There's kind of some soulmate energy. The 11-11, right? Maybe you met this person around 11-11. Doesn't have to be. This is my favorite 4. You guys know why, right? If you're returning to my channel, because wands always denote there's still room for growth. Unlike, I think, pretty much all the other 4s where it's like, it's okay, but it's almost like we have to sacrifice a little to gain more. With this, it's already saying, well, we're on the up and up. Like this will continue to grow. And I just like this. There's something where you guys will continue to grow together because you're both showing up on horseback. So it's not that you're wanting to lock it down and commit instantly without actually thinking this through, but it's kind of like there's love and there's passion driving you together. You both have something very great to offer. And again, it is saying you value yourself. So in this period of rest or wait, if this is you, if you are single and looking, it's saying, well, make sure you're focusing on your self-love so then when this does approach, If they offer you their cup of love, you have one to give right back. Again, the scales, equilibrium, there needs to be balance. You guys need to meet each other halfway. This looks really good. I don't know what else to say other than I'm digging all these cards. Again, very, very strong vibes of a male water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It certainly doesn't have to be. I see a female Cancer showing up here too. So again, that might be your rising or something like that. So let's talk about this then, because I don't want to cast a shadow over what could be a very beautiful tarot reading, but it's my job as your reader, right? To give you the little heads up of, hey, we do have some red flags showing up here. For you, I think quite simply, this is disconnecting from someone in the past who played a lot of head games and kept you waiting. It's these cards I'm wanting to show you. The Five of Swords it's confusion. Anytime there's gray clouds overhead, it's like, I don't know if I can believe what I'm seeing, or if I can believe what they're telling me. Am I understanding what they're saying? This person says something and then does something entirely different. Like, it's contradiction. It's confusion, especially with that mental energy, that air energy, which is your suit. This is a card of Aquarius, by the way, just putting it out there. I think it kept a lot of my Libras in a state of, wait a minute, like, I thought we were going to do this, but now they're kind of giving me the cold shoulders. So are they seeing someone else? I thought it was like, ascending to the higher level. I think we need to be done with this. And judgment is saying it is okay to revisit this in a healthy way, whether that's knocking on your person's door or sending them a text or simply doing it for yourself, revisiting it in your mental plane and understand, okay, what am I holding on to and why? Why am I still attached to this person energetically? Why am I still feeling the feels for them? And, obviously we can put in some obvious reasons there, like, you had a good time together. You enjoyed each other's company. But essentially, if you are looking for a long-term partnership, I don't see it happening with this, because I think universe is saying we all kind of know it's time to close this out. And I think you are, with the moon in reverse, it's like you're not listening to your intuition. Again, ruled by Cancer. You may have a new Cancer coming in, like an old Cancer and a new Cancer, or a Pisces for that matter. Again, this is technically a card of Pisces, the moon card. So I think, and I've told you this a lot before, so I pardon the repetition, but for the new people, it's easy to fall back on old partnerships because it is familiar, right? Because, the idea of the four, it's comfortable. We know them. We kind of know what we can expect. We know that they're going to play around a little bit and play some head games, and we're probably going to be confused, but, we can stay there and always hope it gets better. Yeah, we can do that, but is it time to really understand why we were doing it? Were we giving ourselves away too cheap, right? Were we offering our love to people who they only had half a cup to give us when we were coming in with a whole one, right? I think it has to do with looking at people in terms of the value they add to your life, not necessarily in a monetary sense, but do they show up? Do they have good integrity? Do they have good ethics and morals? And are you guys on the same page? Are you facing the same direction? You're not here. Do you see how that's in reverse? And you're not here. These people aren't faced in the same direction, right? In fact, they're all over the place. That's what I mean. It's confusing. I think it's easy to fall back on the idea of, well, my intuition tells me they're the one. That's why I'm confused, because they don't act like they're into me, but then sometimes they do, and that's confusing. Okay, you're absolutely right. People are confusing. People are not always straight shooters with us. However, your intuition would never keep you in a place where you are sacrificing your own spiritual growth and development by waiting on this person. I'm a big proponent of, when you take a step forward and put your best foot forward, universe will match that. And I think part of you, it's like you're half in, half out. Some days you're like, okay, I'm going to move on. I'm determined. I'm hell-bent. I'm going to move away from this. And other days it's like, I don't know if I'm ready. It doesn't feel right. And so don't give yourself the pressure of timelines. I think ultimately, to be completely blunt with you, universe is saying, no, this is not the one. And you already know it, and I get it. Your intuition is telling you they're the one. And I don't mean that in a I'm judging you way when I say intuition. But the thing is, I think you're staying in a relationship out of fear, and you're confusing it with your intuition, right? When the moon shows up, again, it's a card of confusion. In reverse, personally, I see that as even worse. It's really lost in your head. It's completely misreading the signs, so to say, that the universe is sending you. It's like you're interpreting them the wrong way of, well, we've come this far. It's not time to quit. No, generally speaking, this says it's time to quit. This is a waste of your time and energy when it could be so much better, and dare I say, so much easier with someone else who they're showing up out the gate thinking, wow, Libra's my person. I want a victory with them. Libra is my wish fulfillment. I think you, Libra, have maybe been projecting that onto someone else. And again, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying I don't feel the same vibe because these cards are generally not strong. They're not bad cards, but there are tricky energies in tarot and some really beautiful, easy energies. These ones are tricky, and it is indicating something from the past that it's like you just can't take your mind off of it, try as you might. So let's look into that. I possibly a Gemini. This could involve something with a Gemini. Take people at their word, though, especially for those who are like, I love you, but I'm not ready to commit to you right now. That's not an indication that you could wait around and try and change their mind. That's like, okay, I know what I need to know. Now I'm off to the races. So do with the information take the information that they're telling you and take them at their word. Now, their words also need to match their action. Look at you showing up with all the knights, Libra. They're going opposite ways. That's what I mean. This feels like a chase game. I feel like it's the opposite, really. I feel like the air sign is chasing the fire sign, but it's like they're actually behind you. Even that feels like a metaphor to me. Whereas these, I kind of see them riding hand in hand, like they're in sync together. They have the same purpose, they have the same goal, and see how they're approaching it slowly. This feels like you were trying to get something to work at either a great speed or it was hot and heavy. It started very quickly, and there's nothing wrong with this, but the romance of this was predominantly more sexual or passionate, but not necessarily like with substance, like earth energy. I just don't love these. This can sometimes be the player card. This is someone saying things that are harshful and, possibly truthful, but not done in a very classy way. There's a lot of possibly arguments or fighting, or the internal struggle of fighting in your mind of, I know they're not good for me, but I still like them, and why do I feel this way? It could have been a karmic, right? It could remind you of someone you dated in a past life. And so again, there's that kinship, there's that connection, that there's that familiarity. But just because it's familiar and I guess safe, comfortable, though I don't know how comfortable it really is, that doesn't mean it's the end all be all. It just means, okay, that was one option, but I just being called to say, I think you can do a lot better, Libra. So don't settle. That's all, my friends. Don't settle. All right, so if Libra is interested in testing the waters out with this person of the past again, maybe they want to revisit it to get closure, what is the best advice or guidance there? I'm getting, quite frankly, you're still going to be chasing them. This person is they like to travel around. They're traveling around the whole neighborhood, the whole block. They're not in a place where they're wanting to commit to one person. Three of Cups. There's third-party energy here. It's fun. They'll take you out to dinner. They'll pick up the check. They'll woo you and swoon you. You'll have a crazy night of romance and sex, and it'll be delightful, and then you'll wake up alone. That's sort of what I'm getting, and it's like a cycle on repeat. I'm almost getting like merry-go-round, like round and round and round we go, but we're never getting anywhere. Again, we're staying literally in the same place, but there's this illusion of movement, right? Do you understand what I mean with the merry-go-round? It's an adorable card, Friends Tarot, right? I love the card, but again, you're not the only female there, Libra. Just putting it out there. Or my males, my one or two males that watch this channel, there's still third-party energy, all right? So take that as you will. I just gotta, can't do you the disservice of lying to you. I don't like the past person. I think you're being called to revisit it. For most of you, it's not physically revisit it with this person. It's understand that you're still holding on to this mental energy, and is it impeding upon your ability to move forward wholeheartedly and look for new partnership. Now, some of you may already be with this person and it's already feeling amazing. Like if this is the vibe, look, they're lining up, waiting for your ships to come in. What's coming in? The 10 of Pentacles. Hey, there's the 4 of Wands, right? That's what follows the 3 of Wands. So again, celebrations, milestones, wedding, feeling like there's a really nice connection, right? Finding someone who they're on the same page as you. They will move in stride with you. Togetherness, right? Again, it's not saying you need to be identical in everything that you think and feel and say, but there's compatibility. Again, I know you are air, but this is earth and water. And so whatever part of you resonates strongly with that or the other, something about that is key about this. A lot of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces showing up. Yeah, it's time to start anew. Don't be afraid to sacrifice what is just okay. And, the idea that, I hope there's something better out there. Again, raise your vibration, growth, go higher, shoot for the stars and the sun and the moon, right? It's about changing it of, I know there's something better. Something better is already on its way to me, but I have to put my best foot forward and detach from things that are lowering my vibration. That's really all there is. All right, one more brand new love message. So there might be a Gemini or a Knight of Swords coming in. Okay, a new one, Two of Cups. It could also be an Aquarius. So any air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there might be one coming in. But again, it's okay. But I think a lot of you are going to be like, I'm hearing Nothing Compares to You, that Sinead O'Connor song, which is very much sentimentalizing a past relationship, right? Like, you know, I can take myself out to dinner, I can go to a fancy restaurant, blah, 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 but nothing compares to you, whatever the line is. I think she's a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. I do see you reflecting back, almost rose-tinted glasses on what could have been, and I think the universe is saying future. The star, aligning you to your destiny, divine timing, your North Star. It's getting reacquainted with yourself and what you actually want in love, because I always feel like this is a do-over. It's not a do-over with the same person. It's a do-over for you. I think you went through a very difficult cycle, and it took a lot out of you. It kind of took the wind out of your sails. But again, that whole metaphor of the wind out of your sails, there's other boats arriving. That wasn't the one. So in a sense, it's like, let the ship sink. You'll hop on another one that's coming for you, but you have to want to do it, right? Universe can't save you from this. You have to put your best foot forward. So yeah, if you're looking for brand new love, if you're not committed, again, that one with the water and the earth looks amazing. I would choose that 1000%. However, you do have something else coming in. This could be good. Knight of Swords, someone who's willing to communicate, someone who sends you a lot of texts and they're very wordy. They probably like to talk to you on the phone a lot. They probably send like paragraph texts. They're very interested in you. And this could be you too, right? If you're being presented as the air sign. So if you are communicating with an Aquarius, and again, there's some early dating romance vibes, you know, grabbing a drink, getting together, doing whatever. Someone in the scenario is like, again, Seven of Pentacles, which is exactly what this is. So this could, to me, could be the exact same message that as much as you try and put your best foot forward, if you are still Seven of Pentacles, contemplation about the past, the one who got away. But again, the one who really isn't that great, Libra, I'm sorry, I got to be honest with you, possibly via the Aquarius, it's still going to insert itself into every relationship you have until you really flush it out of your system. You just need to do some introspection and sever ties with any remaining kind of things that are pulling at your heartstrings. This might be an Aquarius that you're dreaming about of the past, the one who maybe didn't do you right, especially an Aquarius Pisces cusper. That would make a lot of sense too. Others of you, if that whole story of the past is not a factor for you, again, air signs might be coming in to communicate, vice versa. I do see you kind of excited to communicate with an Aquarius or a Cancer. I'm not saying it could never be, but there is delay there. So I don't know if that Cancer is just out of a relationship themselves and contemplating, or maybe that Aquarius has other romantic options. I do. Okay, so let's see. The Aquarius has Wheel of Fortune. And possibly a Leo or a Scorpio after that. There's wish fulfillment. Okay, there's wish fulfillment here for some of you with a Leo. Again, an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hold on. You actually have a lot of people showing up now. When you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, there's huge wish fulfillment. It ushers in a new cycle, and you definitely have options. For some of you, it's going to be a male air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could also be a Leo, male or female. Wheel of Fortune is coming in between those two. So again, you may have your pick of the litter. You may have to choose to sever one. And this is a card of Scorpio, by the way, just putting it out there. Your cards at the bottom are hot. Again, you have wish fulfillment. We've seen wish fulfillment twice. And this is a card of victory. It's a card of celebrations. This card has come out a lot in all of my readings, specifically dealing with, I finally set myself free. I'm free. It's not necessarily the idea of celebrating love, though it could be if you're planning a wedding. I could see that. But this is like, I finally detached from that thing that was nagging at me, that burden that I've been carrying around for a long time. It's like, I finally did it. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm not communicating with my ex anymore. I cut it off and I feel good about it. There's no like shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Did I make the wrong move? It's like I'm done with that and I feel amazing. So always love yourself first, right? That's the priority, guys. Let's talk about your career and finances now. Your love reading actually looks really good. We just got to figure out that past thing. Okay. Beautiful Libras. What deck shall we use? Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Oh, Libra. Career and finances. A new start. All right. Some of you may be working with animals. I'm seeing avocados. Why am I seeing avocados? I don't know. Eating healthy? Are you eating healthier? Are you changing up your diet? Okay. Some of you are about to take a huge leap of faith in some sort of new direction or down some sort of avenue that you've been visualizing it, manifesting it, fantasizing about it for quite some time. I think you've held back because it's a position that it's either it requires you to be very aggressive, or there's some sort of position where it's in high competition. You would be among fierce competitors to get that role, or just to succeed in that business, right? It could be there's a lot of other successful professionals in that field. That may have been a source of intimidation from you that held you back. I think a lot of you are going to choose to go for it anyway, and I think that looks awesome. I think you absolutely should. I think that's really important to note too, the idea of, well, I could do this and I'm so good at it and I'm passionate about it, but there's so many other people who already do it and they're better than me. Again, that's your perception, that's your mind, but it's essentially fictitious, right? It's not true. You have no proof of that, but it's like you might be using it as a defense mechanism because you're fearful, and that's fine. Everybody has fear, but it's about conquering that fear. A lot of you guys are about to jump, and I mean that in a good way. It's like you're about to jump into a territory that I'm not saying it's unfamiliar, but there's something about this where you're raising the bar. You're going after something that, here's the thing, it's not really brand new. The idea, the conceptualization of it, you've been grappling with it for quite some time, and I think some of you feel like it's almost like you hear the calling, like I just feel like now is the time, like I'm meant to go forward. I think you are too. I absolutely, especially in Sagittarius season. Yeah, this is a new world. This is a new chapter that you've manifested, and look how badass these cards are. Are you seeing that? The Magician in the World. This is a whole new game. I think you would be very happy doing this. Some of you may be starting something regarding astrology or studying the stars. Yeah, astrology, tarot reading, birth charts, something of the sort. And you know what's so funny? I almost gave you the metaphor. It's like, well, I'm not going to start a YouTube reading tarot channels because there's so many people who do it. You're absolutely right, but you should still do it. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, doesn't mean they're all good at it, right? I don't know. I think you need to start looking at yourself as extremely valuable if you haven't been already. I know you have good ideas. I think there's something about advocating that and saying it out loud and selling yourself. That might be where you're falling short. And this to me is such a card of confidence. You walk into the room and you command the floor, like you command the attention. Look at that red cape, right? It's passionate. It's full of energy. It's like you wear red when you're looking to be confident, right? So I don't know. You may have to make a speech or give a presentation, a panel, a lecture, a demonstration, in order to achieve some sort of certificate, or I'm almost getting pass fail. Like, I don't know if you took a course where at the end of it you have to demonstrate all the knowledge you've acquired, or again, you could be a teacher. This could be something you're doing in your own curriculum. You're going to pass with flying colors. You're going to graduate from this test. It could be like a test from the universe. Now is the time to step forward and express yourself authentically in your truth. Sagittarius season, right? Fling yourself forward, even if you're a little bit shaky on your feet. Fake it till you make it, right? Fake that confidence. Something huge is going to fall into place when you do this. There could be some sort of connection you make with a Leo, like a friend in your career, your business field, or however you want to say it, or a Capricorn for that matter. Yeah, I see like a female teacher or mentor. It could even be a family member, someone guiding you and kind of showing you the way, showing you the ropes. Or if it's not that, it's just they've been a huge supporter of you, cheering you on from the sidelines. A lot of you are going to excel in something like cosmetics or products for the hair, or I don't know, maybe you're a hairdresser, you're opening your own salon, and that totally makes sense. Venus energy, making everything look beautiful and pretty and harmonious, especially regarding the like female empowerment. So again, it can be, just making people look good because they feel good. That's great. But I think it might be something deeper than that. Like it could be environmentally friendly type products, especially hair products and lotions or feminine products or something like that. Again, student and teachers, you may be giving training courses or classes on some new innovative product. You may be conducting research tests or studies about how the product works on, I don't know, there's something kind of scientific. Again, clothing and jewelry, hair, nails, anything kind of to do with like the female allure or appealingness. You could even be doing an article in a magazine. graphic design, but specifically highlighting kind of female clothing or the female wardrobe, the female body. Some of you might be sketching, I don't know, sketching I'm hearing torso. I don't know. Are you doing sketching in an art class or something, an art teacher? I'm not sure what to do with that, but it seems solid. If you're waiting for your ships to come in, again, they're coming in. Ace of Wands. Phoenix from the ashes. So something that you thought you may have lost the chance out or lost out on. Again, a position that was highly sought after. You may be under the impression that you didn't get it, but it's not over there. It could be that someone leaves on maternity leave and you're asked to step in, or something arranges where something from the past where you either rejected the position or it went to someone else. Phoenix from the ashes, like it comes back up again. That cycle wasn't over because in some sense of the word, it's meant to be yours. It is going to you, but it requires you to be patient. And for a lot of you, you've already completely forgotten about this opportunity. It's funny, like it passed you by and it could have been a year or two ago, but it actually comes back and it's a sign that no, you were meant to pursue that. Something with birds. Again, animals. Did I say that to you already? I don't remember. Something with animals or birds, studying birds, watching birds. I don't know what that is. I'm seeing like animals in a laboratory, like you're testing products on them, but I want to underscore you're making sure it's being done in a humane way. So I don't know if you're even maybe the auditor of that, if you're going to science labs and making sure things are in place to make sure that rules are being followed, that like sanitation protocols, stuff like that. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's coming up. So all right. And then, so there might be a job offer from a Scorpio or possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I know we don't always have the luxury of knowing. Some of you are going to be chefs or culinary artists or something of the sort, working with food and entertainment possibly. What else? Yeah, food again. Food, beverages, so restaurant tour or whatever the expression is. The birds. What are the birds about? I don't know what that is, Libra. The birds. Maybe that has to do with your business, your logo. Is there a bird? Is there a phoenix? Is there a sparrow? Is there a robin? Is there a crow? Is there I don't know what that is, but there's something about a bird. It's lucrative, whatever this thing is. I don't know, maybe you're going to go on an interview and in the lobby there'll be some bronzed statue of a bird. Well, that's confirmation for you. I'm seeing bird. Yeah, literally more birds. There's birds all over your tarot spread. Are you seeing this? 4 cards. They're all different suits and whatnot. They all have birds on them. It's for the birds. Judgment with, again, the Ace of Cups, something that passed you by in the past. It really didn't pass you by, or if it did, it comes around again. You're never actually going to miss out on what is meant to be yours. So some opportunity that, again, it's like they snuffed your fire out, you didn't get the role. It comes back around again. Now, it might not be at the same company, but it might be a similar role that wants to bring you on board. And justice to me here, judgment, rather, I apologize. It's almost like universe is making it right. Usually this is like, okay, Libra, time to step up and revisit the past and go. And I think you do by default, but I actually don't think there's a lot of work here for you to do. I actually think this comes to you relatively easily because someone knocks on your door. Someone calls you up, or someone looks you up on LinkedIn or some sort of recruiting site, and they reach out to you and say, hey, I noticed you have this background. Do you want to come in for this interview? And whatever that title is, you may have applied for that title 2 years ago and didn't get it. But again, it may come to you in a different way or by a different means, but it's universe making good on their promise. If you take a step forward, I got you, girl. I got you, boy. That's really what I get. Some of you need to pursue a career that's more driven towards music or entertainment or, again, the arts. You're very, very artistic and creative. You have an incredible eye. The aesthetics of simply how you set your table or how you arrange your Christmas decorations. There's something where it's like you could do window design, or you could do you understand what I mean? Something about the way you place things. It's just so. It's very pretty. It's very elegant. It's very soothing to clients and customers. So yeah, in fact, that might be your North Star, to go into a career that is like interior design or something of the sort. You have a lot of Aquarius energy. Aquarian season might be big for you, so that's going to be end of January into mid-ish February. You may really start to see some turnaround in that month. Or in that span, I should say, late January. You do seem to have a lot of offers. You have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Prince of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups, possibly a collaboration. Again, earth and water I'm seeing. So again, maybe you're an environmentalist, maybe you're literally cleaning out water systems or doing good things for the earth, humanitarian, eco-friendly type stuff. I see tons of earth and water. And if you did watch your love reading was all about earth and water. And animals, reptile museum. I don't know, or do you have a pet reptile? Do you have like a little, I don't know if you have a snake or, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Something about reptiles. Libra, I'm getting the weirdest hits for you and they're not really coming together, so I'm just sharing with you as I hear them. Any surfers out there going to the beach, bodysuits, surfer suits? Maybe you're selling merchandise to beach babes. Surfers, body surfing, body boards. And I'd like to be under the sea. Is that Octopus's Garden? I'm hearing that lyric. You're meant to be the star. You're meant to shine. Yeah, don't pass off the responsibility and put your livelihood in the hands of other people. It's time for you to take the power back, quite literally for you to take the mic, right? Do you understand my metaphor here? Of course, anything on stage, right? You know, the star, sure, this can be a card of celebrity occasionally, right? If it's not that, though, it really is about you being the star in the sky. You're, you know, what is that quote I love from The Holiday? You're supposed to be the leading lady of your own life. Yeah, have you been? You know, Libra, you may have been giving, in a generous way, you may have been giving up the attention to other people and sharing the limelight. It's not time to share the limelight. It's about you, baby. It's about you taking the mic. You may have a very important speech to give, or again, a lecture, a demonstration. I see you standing on stage quite literally with a microphone, or even if it's, you know, via, you know, FaceTime or Zoom or whatever, you might be giving lectures and demonstrations and doing teaching. You may be updating your online courses or something like that. And it seems like really good. I don't know what else to say. You have very strong cards. You have the World, you have the Magician, you have the Star, you have the Fool. I don't have one thing bad to tell you. I see that there's something you're eyeing and there's very heavy competition, but I don't even want to say that that's a factor, because if I say the competition is hard, what, are you not going to do it? Of course not. Go do it anyway, despite the competition. Again, if it's meant to be yours, you'll get it. Don't worry about what the others people think. Tell me more about this, please. Yeah, in a metaphor, it's like shedding the snake skin. Again, these reptiles, right? That was the old you, the one who didn't go after opportunities because you were too shy or you were too soft-spoken. I don't get that energy from you anymore. So if that is you, then again, you're faking it well in the energy here, but you seem really determined. You seem very powerful and very confident standing on your own. And I think you may have had to go through an experience that kind of dragged you through the mud a little bit. You had to go through some experience where, again, you didn't advocate for yourself where you needed to. And you were probably around people who were a little bit bossy, maybe a little bit, I heard misogynistic. Okay. Noted, understood. It doesn't have to be. But you may have been with people who were pushing you out of the way because you didn't speak up, right? They mistook your kindness as weakness, and that most certainly is not the case. So yeah, take the lessons you learned in the past, but also know universe was watching over you the whole time. So while it seemed like there was a hardship or a tragedy of I should have gotten that job, I don't understand, like it was meant to be mine, I worked so hard, you don't even know, like something really good is coming from that. Again, it might not land in the exact same area or the exact same building or the exact same company, but more or less, universe comes by to surprise you with, you know, that thing that didn't work out, it worked out elsewhere and you're going to be happier here. So I honestly feel like universe is like, you're welcome. I know you lost faith in me, Libra, but you're welcome. So don't lose faith. You are very much in the universe's eye line here. Of course you are. Look at you. You can't be ignored here. Look at you. Damn, Libra. And I'm kind of joking, but it's a very good card. This is a very spiritual card too. Gold weddings. I'm seeing gold wedding bands too. So I don't know if you're involved in like planning weddings, or Maybe you're helping your sister plan a wedding. I see you attending a wedding in foreign, well, I shouldn't say that. If you live in the States outside of the United States. Now, if you live in England or Australia, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be in the States. But I see you traveling almost overseas to attend a wedding. Again, I understand we're living in crazy times. This probably isn't happening in the month of December, but I'm seeing it and I'm just letting you know. If you're single and looking, you may meet somebody at this wedding or something about this wedding or very fancy opportunity. You could, again, networking. There might be a very solid connection you make with an Aquarius, but I do have to admit it does kind of have a little bit of romancing vibes to it. Some of you may move, and it's so funny. The way this is being relayed to me, Libra, is you're not going to understand this message right now, but you may end up moving to like England or I don't know, somewhere in Europe, even though you live in Canada or something like that. And you don't see it coming because the opportunity isn't here yet, but you move there for partnership and, or possibly a job. So I see there being, and you did have the death card, which does talk about really crazy endings of old cycles. And again, shedding the snake skin. I feel like you're on a trajectory that is very new, especially with the Fool. And again, it's like jumping off the cliff to go overseas, across the pond. Do you know how they say that term? Yeah, in fact, I think you may reside in a different country for a lot of you, or you may go back to study something, but again, it's in like England or something like that. I'm even seeing India for some of you. Possibly working with another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And it looks delightful. Yeah, a lot of Aquarius vibes there. You got the Lovers, you got the Two of Cups. So at minimum, compatibility, right? It doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you, it goes hand in hand. You end up working with someone, especially involving something in politics or government. I don't know what that is, but and I don't even totally think that makes sense because you would be going to a country where you're not, you know, so I don't know if it's your husband or your future partner who already works. I don't know. Something about government or politics, but again, it's in some foreign country. Or maybe you're a translator. Are you speaking a foreign language? That could be it too. Anyway, that looks good for both business and possibly romantic partnership. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I see you delaying the inevitable because you're worried about the competition. Get rid of that. That's the old you. That's an old cycle. That's not the truth. That happened once in the past. That's not what's going to happen again unless you keep projecting those results onto future outcomes. Stop blocking your blessings. Let it die. This is great. This is Donnie Darko, right? So good. Movie tarot. Possibly something with a Scorpio. And again, the idea of shedding a snake skin, right? We just got out of Scorpio season, letting things die out that don't serve us. What doesn't serve you is your mind eating away at, well, what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't measure up? Maybe I won't do it because the competition is too much. Again, that's not your story anymore. And if it's what you're telling yourself, you need to stop. You need to sever off those thoughts because you're blocking huge potential for growth in whatever you're trying to break into. I don't have tons of money cards, but I do have good offers. I have, again, Knight of Pentacles. I have Page of Pentacles. I have Ace of Cups. So there are offers coming into you. Again, I see and I said the same thing to Gemini. I know it's a weird time to be making promises about travel, especially world travel. Again, it doesn't mean it won't make sense in a few months from now. Obviously, be safe. But yeah, I do. I see a lot of my Libras traveling and marriage. No shit. And any sort of spiritual career, right? He's the priest. He's the pope. He's, you know, however you want to phrase it. But yeah, the Hierophant. Welcome to the family, the Godfather, right? Yeah, you may be joining some sort of religious cult. No, don't do that. Some sort of religious sector or group or a group of spiritualists. Let's say it. Especially doing stuff by the ocean. I see some of you doing exercising and yoga and meditation by the ocean, possibly a beach house. You may rent some sort of beach house or I don't know, some sort of rental spot to like gather your thoughts and you may do a tremendous amount of writing or meditation there. And again, it will be transformational in your journey forward. All right, Libra, that's what I got for you. Let me throw you some of these just in case. I hope these are helpful. They're kind of all over the place. I recognize that, but we're in Sag season. I'm not surprised. It's like, just tell them the fun messages. Go, quick. Protected. Wow, that shot out. You are safe and supported while you change your career. This one shot out literally across. It traveled. Oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Maybe you're going to design an oracle deck. Or maybe you should just buy one for everyday life motivation and positivity, right? Couple more. Cher. How cool is this card? I low-key love Cher. She's like hashtag goals. I just think she's so cool. I believe she is a Gemini, so air sign like you, Libra. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever. Clothing, fashion design. Maybe you're going on tour with a rock and roller. Maybe that's why you're in a different country. I don't know. Author, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. Spiritual teacher, you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. I got this all over the place. Speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of oration. All right, Libra, please like the video, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for joining me today. I will see you very soon for more tarot, specifically some Little Sips mini love tarot. I haven't done those in a while, so I'll see you on the next one. Have a good December, Libra. Bye.